Caitlin Clark's body language when her teammate doesn't pass her the ball goes viral. Caitlin Clark's body language when her teammate doesn't pass her the ball goes viral originally appeared on Fadeaway World. Caitlin Clark had been sidelined for the past few weeks after suffering a left quadriceps injury. While she was sidelined, the only discussion in the media was regarding how the WNBA viewership fell drastically in her absence. But as soon as she returned, so did the good, the bad, and the ugly side of media narratives. On one hand, she made a resounding comeback from injury that even had LeBron James going gaga over her. She scored 9 points in 38 seconds with 3 long-range bombs. On the other hand, couch critics and media figures now have the chance to find some fault in her one way or another. But this time, they may have found something genuinely concerning. In her most recent game against the New York Liberty, they handed the defending champions their first defeat of the season. During the game, however, Clark was spotted visibly unhappy with her teammate, Natasha Howard. Clark finished the game with 32 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists. This incident went viral as fans deliberated whether Clark was right to be unhappy with Howard on this. However, despite those assists, this incident has prompted some WNBA fans to criticize her for being selfish. I'm a fan of hers, but she gets mad when her teammates take shots sometimes. LOL, it's wild, wrote an X-user. Steph Curry threw his mouthpiece after Jordan Poole shot the ball instead of passing it to him when he was wide open. And we didn't see these takes, wrote another X-user calling out the public bias against Clark. That's almost every star player when they don't get the ball, wrote a fan in Clark's defense. Yeah, but she was right. The better play was to kick it out. Her team takes a ton of off-balance, not squared-up shots. That said, the body language has to be better. Discuss that shit behind closed doors, wrote a basketball fan on X saying that the Fever should be discussing their internal issues behind closed doors instead of making it visible on the court like this. To the fan, it seems very unsportsmanlike of Clark to act out like this on the court. Yeah, that's not going away. Bron still does it to this day, and he'll tell the coach to sub you out. LOL. Wrote another fan who even compared Clark to LeBron James in terms of what superstars expect in the game. Kobe got upset too when bums wouldn't pass him back the ball. When you are that good at your craft, you start to feel selfish at times. I get it. I'd rather watch her with a Mamba mentality than her average 15 assists. Same reason I like watching Steph Curry. They just know to get him back the ball. Haha, said another basketball fan on X. Is Caitlin Clark's criticism warranted? In my opinion, the 9 assists in the game destroy all claims that she plays selfishly. Additionally, superstars like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant have been famous for hogging the most important shot of any game. In a Phil Handy interview with All the Smoke podcast, he even famously narrated that Kobe Bryant story where he openly admitted he doesn't pass the ball to players whose work ethic he doesn't respect. And he is revered for having such an approach to the game. Yet even he underwent multiple conflicts with his teammates over it before he truly flourished as a superstar with the Lakers. Similarly, since this is not the first time Clark's body language has been called out, it is clear that Clark is moving towards embracing that superstar role of calling the shots on the court. But will embracing that role also lead to conflict with her teammates, like it did with Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal? But for now, one thing remains clear to me. She is embracing that she is the alpha dog of this team and does not deserve to be criticized for it. Related, Caitlin Clark's impact is similar to LeBron James and Michael Jordan, says Colin Cowherd. This story was originally reported by Fadeaway World on June 16, 2025, where it first appeared. WNBA schedule. Commissioner's Cup, Caitlin Clark, and the biggest games of the week. The last week of Commissioner's Cup play is here, and the W has several games with big implications. The 2025 WNBA Commissioner's Cup is coming to an end this week, with the final being played early next month. By the end of Tuesday's games, we will know who is facing off for the trophy in the championship. But getting there will be difficult for some teams, as there are still paths for many of them. Let's look at a week full of intriguing WNBA matchups. Caitlin Clark's former Fever teammate temporarily leaves WNBA mid-season. Caitlin Clark's former Fever teammate temporarily leaves WNBA mid-season originally appeared on Athlon Sports. The Indiana Fever are still figuring out their new roster after an eventful offseason. The team made some big moves to surround Caitlin Clark with the best possible team in her sophomore year, and the new-look squad remains a work in progress. One of the players who left Indiana over the offseason was center Temi Fagbenle, who the Golden State Valkyries selected as the 5th overall pick in the 2025 expansion draft. Fagbenle has been a force for the Valkyries in their debut season, with the 6'4" center averaging 10.3 points on 54.3% shooting, 6.1 rebounds, and 1.5 steals as the squad's starting center. Golden State, however, announced on Sunday that Fagbenle will be leaving the team to attend to her international duties with the Great Britain women's basketball squad. Temi Fagbenle will temporarily step away from the Golden State Valkyries to represent the Great Britain national team at FIBA Eurobasket 2025. The team posted on X.as the post indicates Great Britain's Eurobasket campaign will start on June 19th against Spain. They have 2 more games in Group D against Sweden and host Germany on June 20th and 22nd, respectively. Fagbenle's time away from the Valkyries will be determined by Great Britain's performance in the tournament. If they make it all the way to the final on June 29th, then the veteran will miss a total of 6 games for Golden State. Liberty Stars' perfect reaction to Caitlin Clark technical foul turns heads. Breanna Stewart had a sixth sense for when Fever star Caitlin Clark would get her first technical foul of the 2025 WNBA season. The Indiana Fever's June 14th victory over the defending WNBA champion New York Liberty was a thrilling watch for several seasons, the biggest one being that it marked star guard Caitlin Clark's return to the basketball court after missing the past 5 games with a left quad strain. And Clark showed zero rust in the contest, as she scored 32 points, including making 7 three-pointers, along with producing 9 assists and 8 rebounds. One of these three-pointers was shot over Liberty star Breanna Stewart, who couldn't do anything but laugh as she and Clark went back down the court together. This wasn't the only Stewart reaction during the game that got attention. At another point, Clark got a technical foul for arguing with a referee. And in the aftermath of this, videos have surfaced of Stewart in the background of the play, copying the referee's technical foul motion to a T, perfectly in sync with the ref. The @BruceSports Instagram account posted a video of Stewart doing this with a caption, "Stewie and the ref were in sync." This isn't the first time Stewart has gone viral for making a technical foul motion during a game, as she has a history of trying to get